Bubbles. We are here with Brittany Pillard this week talking about photo shoots and beauty. I'm Lindsay Wilson, owner of Glamour Bar, and I'll let you girls introduce yourself.
I'm Brittany Pillard. I'm a lifestyle and fashion blogger here in Denver.
I'm Ashley Collins. I'm a nail tech esthetician here at Glamour Bar.
Perfect. So thank you everybody for tuning in again. We got some questions on our email and all through our social outlets, but feel free, I'll be watching the phone to see any live comments or questions that you have coming in. So we'll get started with a few questions that we have so far. So Brittany, tell us a little bit about your blog and why you started it.
So I started blogging when I was in law school as a creative outlet. I didn't really have anything that was fun or kind of no rules about it. So that's when I started blogging. And then once I grew to a certain point, I was able to go full time, which is what I do now, and just some fashion, personal style, and lifestyle. Everything's kind of like a mix of high and low price points, so it's a little bit more accessible, and everything has like a feminine, classic, romantic twist to it.
Love it. Perfect. Oh shoot, sorry everybody. My volume's on. Okay, so on to kind of some photo shoot questions that we've gotten.
Okay.
What do you think is the most important beauty service to get done before a photo shoot, if you have your choice of anything that you can do beforehand?
Okay.
Okay. So, hey, we're on Facebook Live. Leave Clayton from Wellspring 5280 alone.
So kind of all of the above. I think it depends. Ashley and I were talking about this earlier. It kind of depends on what the photo shoot's about. Is it about jewelry, so you need to showcase your hands? Is it about the clothes, so your body really needs to look good and make the clothes pop? Then a spray tan. Lash extensions are actually why I started coming here to Glamour Bar, and I think they kind of changed the game in terms of the way that your face looks in a photo shoot, and also the way that even when I do my Snapchats, it sounds silly, but really it completely changes it. I don't have to have full makeup on. It still looks great, and I love lash extensions. So I would say that probably right now is my favorite thing is the lash extensions. Yeah.
Perfect. That kind of leads us in. I'll kind of skip around a little bit. What is your best idea for a no makeup look? Because we all know you're really wearing makeup and your no makeup look.
Right. So if you want like a really natural look, especially here in Colorado, I feel like a lot of people want that really natural look. Lash extensions will definitely help you achieve that because they open the eye and they make you look done or like kind of polished without having any makeup on. A lot of times when I'm running errands, that's all I have on. But if you want a little bit of coverage, I really like this tinted moisturizer from Revision. So it's going to protect you from the sun and it gives you just a little bit of coverage. But you don't look too made up, which is good, I guess. If
and it's a great moisturizer, so you can just use it daily as your daily
you can wear it
moisturizer with SPF. And
It just makes your skin look even and not splotchy and nice and moisturized. And it comes in matte and a dewy, original finish.
Just a little bit dewier. I also think, personally speaking, spray tans. I feel like if I have my lashes and spray tan done, I can like wake up and go.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, it just gives you that glow, kind of like a natural
You just
contour.
look better.
Yeah,
Especially in
it
the
does.
winter.
Shapes your face.
Yeah.
And if you can't tone it, tan it,
Yes,
ladies
for
and
sure.
gentlemen. We have a lot of male spray tan clients. There's no shame in that game. Well, we kind of answered this, but one of the questions that we got were, do you feel like lash extensions have made a difference in your photo shoots since getting them?
Yes, for sure. Before I would use strip lashes, which are good too. They're a good option if you don't want to go the lash extension route. But this cuts down on my makeup time every single time before photo shoots and just on a daily basis too. So I really like that. I did bring a couple items that are going to help you if you do have lash extensions, which is the extension proof mascara. It's the volumizing version. So if you just can't go without mascara, this is the one you should use to help protect your lashes. And then the other thing are these amazing little tools that I found. They're just Almay, but you want to get the oil-free version so they don't harm your lash extensions. And they're little Q-tip sticks that you can break the top off of, and then it soaks it with the oil-free makeup remover, and you can go carefully around to remove eyeliner and not damage your lash extensions. So
I use those too.
yeah, good things.
Perfect. We also kind of threw out here too for the people that don't do lash extensions or want to wear lash extensions. We do carry Baddington lashes, which are incredible. They're a silk lash on a cotton base. They have a 1D and a 3D, so there's a bunch of different styles. We just kind of grabbed the Monroe, which are really popular. These you glue on, you take off, but they do last up to 25 wears, and you can beat the snot out of them, and they really do like last, and you can really get 25, maybe more wears out of them. A trick that I like to use is more of like a brush-on glue, or if you have a tube of glue, using like a Q-tip or something like that to put onto the band of lashes. But I agree, lash extensions are like one of those nice things that you don't have to worry about, but these are great alternatives too if you're not ready for lash extensions or like don't want the maintenance or what have you.
How many eye shapes do those come in, or like lash lengths?
So we actually trim these to fit your specific lash or your specific eye. So if you come in and get them here, we will trim them for you. We'll put them on, kind of give you a little lesson on how to wear them. And then once they're trimmed, you don't have to do anything else to them unless like you want to just wear like a corner or something like that for as like they're kind of getting towards the end. Some people like to just have that flare out in the end. So you can do that too.
How many different styles are there?
There's 6 different styles. So there's 3 1D and there's 3 3D. So they're $26 to $28. They're really affordable. So perfect. Carmen wants to know which of those we prefer for photo shoots, and I know Brittany, you don't want them.
Yeah.
However, I think, and maybe you'll agree or disagree, I think more drama for photo shoots because of like the lighting and the flash and everything else that kicks back. So depending on the eye shape, sometimes I use Monroe's on like a smaller eye shape, and then they have a Harlow and a Bardot that are like more extravagant and like longer and fuller, and so those are good with people that have like a bigger eye shape too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like when we do my photo shoots, one of the things that happens and almost every photographer does is they really lighten and brighten the photo after they shoot it because it makes it look airy and pretty and soft. But what happens is your makeup and your eye makeup all get lightened so they don't look as dramatic. So you will feel like you probably have a bit more dramatic look than you're used to if you have your makeup done right for the photos or for film or whatever you're doing. So I would say more dramatic is better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there was a question in here too of kind of what you do with your makeup beforehand, which kind of answers of like the more dramatic look.
Yeah.
Any other tips and tricks?
It depends. Like one of the things I was going to suggest was if you're a little bit nervous to do makeup or get your makeup done before your photo shoot, just ask for a light contour, which is going to like carve out your cheekbones and your jawline, and then do like a neutral smoky eye, which is what I have. I feel like people feel most comfortable with it because it's like neutral tones, brown tones, and then like a rose lip, which is what I'm wearing right now. And I feel like it looks soft, but you still notice the pieces in your makeup. So if you're nervous, just ask for that and you should be good.
And if you're doing makeup at home, because we do a lot of photo shoots here, just go a little bit more on the dramatic side.
Yeah.
I feel like if you wear a little bit more blush, a little bit more color, a little bit more contour, more bronzer, what have you, it just photographs so much better than anything else. Because we'll do photo shoots for people that are doing like boudoir shoots, and they're like, wow, this is a lot of makeup. Like, I don't usually wear this, and it does photograph, and you're gonna look more natural, more like yourself once that camera flashes. Okay, perfect. When do you think is the best time to get a spray tan before an event or a photo shoot?
Okay. So if you haven't gotten spray tans before, probably leave like a day or two in between your spray tan and the event. I would say, just so you're used to everything. I do mine like the day before now because I've gotten them a million times and I'm used to the way they look. Yeah, I know how it wears. So for me, I'll come in the day before. But for a lot of people, I know they like to leave like kind of a day in between. Yeah, but it's just a personal.
And if you're wearing like a lighter color, brides, and you will perspire a little bit, that spray tan can bleed just a titch. So another extra day prior to your event, I think, is a good idea.
I also think if it's like your first spray tan, try out. We can cocktail formulas for you. We have a bunch of different formulas. And if you want to try just like one coat, see how it wears, then we have a day in between to kind of come in and spray you again if you want to or touch something out.
Yeah.
Agreed. Perfect. What do you think is the best angle for most of the photos?
Okay. So this is something my friends have asked me this for a long time because I
not what's happening right now whenever I'm like this. So tell me.
Or like looking down, yeah. So there's a couple tricks, and I was looking before I came on. I was looking to see kind of how many photo shoots I had done in the past 2 years since I launched my site. And it's over 250, which is crazy. I can't believe it. But after seeing yourself on camera, and I fluctuate in weight a lot, and I just feel like it makes you feel, like you notice little things. So you learn little things along the way. Okay, so for your face, the first thing is to kind of stretch your neck up and then tilt your jaw down. So you get rid of, I know it feels weird, right? Stretch your neck up and tilt your jaw down. And then your face always looks better at an angle than straight on. So I feel like it always helps to kind of like in a selfie, kind of just tilt a certain way or in your photos. And then as far as body goes, it depends. If you put weight on the front and back, you won't like your side view. So you'll like a front view instead. But I put weight like on the side, like hips, and so I like to turn kind of at an angle or to the side in a lot of my photos, and that will help you kind of just shave a few pounds off here and there.
Nice.
Yeah.
I dig it.
It depends on the person.
Let's see. Another question that we got were, what are the length of your lashes, and how often do you have to get them filled?
So I get them filled. It depends. I've come in like at 2 weeks, I've come in at 4 weeks, but Ashley is the pro, so because I have no idea about the length, I'll let Ashley tell you.
So, I see it all across the board. I have 1 week girls, 2 week, 3 week, 4 week. Obviously, the longer that you stretch them out, the less that you're gonna have. And if you do make it to 4 weeks, 9 times out of 10, those 4 week lashes are going to need to come off. So my suggestion is every 2 to 3 weeks. I do my curliest lashes on Brittany. She has the longest, most beautiful lashes as is. So she's one of my easiest models to do. But I use size 13s, 13s, 12s, 11s, and some 10s and 9s. So I go across the board. But we've done a lot of different lengths, sizes, shapes, curls.
We have.
And we've kind of nailed it now. So the first couple times are trial and error. But yeah, we just kind of go and see what we like best and what lasts the longest and what photographs well, and we go from there. So
and they seem to last the longest. Yeah, the longest too, the curliest ones.
Right now I'm doing I just do like a classic lash. However, this coming week, I am taking a course on the volume lash, so by Borboleta. So stay tuned to that, and we'll see where that goes.
We're really excited about volume lashes. We had a couple questions come in, Brittany, to kind of rewind back on the angles.
Oh, the angles.
She wants to know, does that depend on the heel a person's wearing? Like, chunky heels, sandals, does that play a factor? And what angle or body, whatever you're doing?
Okay, that's a
body
tricky
angle that you're doing?
That's a tricky question. So it kind of depends on you and the way your body is. Sandals are obviously flat sandals are going to make you look like shorter. So heels are always good. A nude heel with a pointed toe will always make your legs look the longest and leanest. So if you have like a flat sandal, one of the things I do sometimes is I'll kind of lift my foot like I'm almost getting ready to take a step. So it's almost giving you a faux high heel effect without wearing heels. And that really works well. And it just, if you make it look kind of natural, like you're about to take a step, it really lengthens and elongates. Telling all my secrets here.
I know. Be careful.
There's a funny story that happened over Easter break is that even my 7-year-old nephew noticed angles in a picture. He got a picture with the Easter bunny, and he's grown a lot. He's like really getting tall, but he is so obsessed with his Easter bunny picture because he walks by it and goes, I look really tall in that picture. Really long. I look really tall, don't I? And so it really does make a difference what angle the camera is. Professional photos versus
and if you like short Easter bunny,
you like
either way you
straight
look
on or
whatever
like a little lower.
It was a good angle for him. He was really digging it.
Framed it.
This is ideal. This is a really great angle for me. Ashley, question that came in was, does the glue that you use for your lash extensions damage your natural lash?
That is a little bit of yes and no. It's essentially, it's a surgical grade adhesive, right, that we attach to our lash. So there can be a little breakage from that actual attachment. It does grow out as long as you're not like picking and pulling at them and causing damage, pulling the hair directly from the follicle. I mean, I wore them for 4 or 5 years and never had an issue. It's just like a hair extension where you put it on the hair, there's a bond there that's going to cause a little bit of breakage, but once again, you know, hopefully nobody's bald from getting hair extensions.
I think it's a little bit too, like if you take a break from lash extensions and take them off, it's like hair extensions. You feel like you are bald afterwards because you're used to carrying around all of that weight and having all the length and volume. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, these natural lashes that I remember are not so great. And they're not black, they're not long, they're not curling, they don't look like.
And once again, using a lash growing serum like Revitalash or Latisse or the Rodan and Fields, using a serum of that, like that, while getting your lash extensions will help thicken and grow your natural lash. So therefore, you know, that just helps the grow out process. So I strongly encourage people to do that. Which we're going to start carrying some too soon, so stay tuned. But so yes and no.
Yeah.
Not permanent. I've never seen any permanent damage, and I've worn them for years myself.
Well, and your lashes are always shedding and growing new, and so even if you do have damaged ones, those are falling out, and you're getting new lashes.
Said, as long as you're not picking and pulling at them and doing weird things with them, your lashes
don't
should
take a
be
lash
just
curler
fine.
to them.
Like careful with washcloths. I feel like they will get caught in like the fibers, things like that.
And it will happen where you're like, oh no, I just pulled out a cluster accidentally. But, you know.
Yeah.
And as you get further along, you're like, oh my God, I needed that lash.
Nobody would do them. So I have had clients be like, I counted 13 that fell off this week. And I'm like, you don't have to bring them in. Also, that's pretty good.
Here are the casualties.
But yeah, if they damaged your lashes and destroyed them, there would be no industry for this. Nobody would wear them, you know, so.
I think it's that scared effect that you're like, oh my gosh, my natural lashes.
Right.
Because I took a picture before and after, and I've had them, almost a year. I've been doing them. And
every
that time
3 weeks.
That time we went 4 weeks, there were a lot gone. And I felt like, oh my gosh, I have no lashes. But then I looked at the before picture, and honestly, they haven't really done that much. So
no, you should be fine.
Okay, how long can one extend between the time to get a refill before paying for a full set again? This is a very tricky question.
That is a fine line.
We do pretty much stop it at 4 weeks.
4 weeks, yes. It just, I don't know how to answer that one.
Just come in and get your lashes.
Don't wait that long. After 4 weeks, it would be a full set. So I'll work with you a little bit at 4 weeks, 4.5, but usually after that time, like I said, either they need to come off, those lashes are old, that bond is pretty worn away. So I would say after 4.5 weeks, we're gonna have to do a new set. Even if you feel like you have a few on, it's just, that's not practical.
Okay, I had another question that comes. And I don't know if we should like throw Brandon under the bus for this, but they want to know if we do lash perm.
Lift. Okay, so we had a little training on the lash lift.
We love to test new products.
We do.
We'll go to bat for you. We'll try it.
And perhaps it's maybe the version, the brand that we tried, but we had Brandon get it done, and he has.
He was the only one that was a candidate for it because we all have lash extensions.
Say, every time I come in here, Brandon is like building something or like putting something together.
He's like the brother of Glamour Bar.
A trooper. He's amazing.
He has a really thick, full set of lashes, and they point straight down. So we're like, ding, ding, ding.
Really pretty.
So we saw the presentation, or what's it called, if you will.
And it's all the rage, right? It's like everybody wants the lash perm. It's kind of that we all want the too good to be true. Like, you don't have to do extensions. You can just come in one time and do a lash perm. And I think it can be done like really well. Just our experience on it wasn't the greatest.
It wasn't the greatest. He had some down and some up, and some fell out. He looked like
he was not happy with us for like 3 weeks.
And he said they itched and burned like crazy. But anyway,
it was like a perm for the lashes, and it's kind of intense.
Some of it didn't take, maybe? I don't know.
We don't really know. We didn't do it personally. The rep did it,
and the rep did it.
It didn't work out well
but
for
people
us.
love it. People do love it. So our experience was less than stellar. That was an experience.
And I don't think we can ever get Brandon to sign back up again to test it out. So we'll look for volunteers next time.
Maybe there's some volunteers.
Oh, I should put extensions on him. I've always wanted to do guys extensions.
Carmen, we're drinking Glamour Bar exclusive champ. So we'll get back to our questions that we had before. What is your favorite service to get done if you just like need to unwind and feel a little pampered?
Probably a blowout. I think a blowout is like, I mean, any of the services are going to be like pampering and make you feel like good. But a blowout's like, you can have some makeup on and come in like, you know, dressed. If you're getting like a spray tan, you have to, I always wear at least, you know, older clothes. You guys see me looking crazy in here. But a blowout's just like, you leave and your hair's like bouncy and full, and then it lasts for like 5 days. Or mine does, like 4 or 5
scalp
days.
massage.
Yeah.
Those like clarifying shampoo.
The hair milkshakes. The hair milkshakes are so good. Oh my gosh. If you want to feel pampered, those are good.
We just launched a new product. We don't have all of the colors in if you wanted to use it as like a color service, but it's a great deep conditioning treatment, and we're like in love. It comes in a cute little martini glass, and
it's like fluff. It's like
super
mousse
hydrating.
That they put with a little drizzle in your hair. It's just like.
And then we have some for purchase too, some leave-in conditioners that tone and
remove some
They
foam.
smell so good
they
too.
smell like cupcakes.
Yeah,
Cupcakes and blueberries. I mean,
Oh yeah, the blueberries.
it's good.
what are some tricks, since blowout is your favorite pampering treatment, to get your blowout to last as long as possible? Because around here, we don't wash our hair.
Yeah.
I mean, except for Carly. She's like the only person I know that washes her hair every day.
I'm like
Every
twice a
day.
week is pushing it.
Wow, yeah.
Oh,
I'm like
so
4 to 5 days. I can push a blowout. So, okay. The first night, you sleep with your hair, and every night that you have it in a scrunchie, like old school fabric scrunchie, and you put it, literally flip your head over and put it at the top of your head like a unicorn. Whoever you sleep with is going to think you're super sexy.
Guys, beauty is not for the
But
faint
if you
of heart.
put it in like a bun
not
up
on
here.
a first time.
Don't do
Your special someone.
Don't do that.
Well, you shouldn't be sleeping
gosh,
over
can
on
you
a first
imagine,
date
like,
anyway.
retainers and then like a, oh my god, no. But that's what you do, or that's what I do, and it helps it last. And then the next day you let your hair down, and it keeps the volume in it and the lift. Put dry shampoo in your hair like every day after that. And then what I do is like the first 2 to 3 days I wear it down, and then I wear it half up, and then I wear it in a top knot on my head, and then I come in and Brandon's like, how long has it been since you
smells bad.
washed your hair?
Yeah, my hair always smells bad according to Brandon.
Yeah,
You can make your hair takes
Lasts
up
a long
smells from restaurants, and
true.
it has.
Yeah, don't go for sushi when you're trying to like stretch that bad guy.
But if you work out too, which I don't right now, but if you do work out,
If you do.
I feel like it does. It's going to cut down on the time you're able to make it last. So
Thank you, Brandy,
Sacrifices.
for joining us.
oh, it's
We missed
Brandy
you today.
Where's Brandy at?
Hi, Brandy.
Hi, Brandy.
We hope you're enjoying your day off, Brandy. She says even movie
So
stars
mean.
need a day off. Jennifer Aniston's always on TV and in the magazines.
Come on, Brandy. We miss you.
We did. Okay. So, do you have any at-home treatments that you do? Like mask or treatment? Anything that you like to do at home to kind of keep your beauty routine going?
So, I recently got a mirror that has changed my life. Okay.
Home?
I don't want to leave home because this mirror, I shared it on my Snapchat and Instagram stories. So it's by, what is that company with the trash cans that like open up, and it's like Living something Good Living, I don't know. Anyway, you can get it at like Neiman Marcus, or I think Bed Bath & Beyond has them too. And it's an expensive mirror, but it's like the ones if you go to a nice hotel and they have the mirror that has like the illumination around it.
I don't want to leave my hotel room. I want to like pick every
Yes.
hair and
It
pimple
is
that's
crazy.
ever
So
popped.
it like magnifies, and then it has like an attachment that magnifies even more. It illuminates according to the light that you're going to be in. So if you're going to be at candlelight, you can set it, and it will change the lighting so you get your makeup right for whatever setting you're going to be in.
Candlelight's always.
Did your grandmothers
won't
have
leave
that
my-
mirror?
Yes,
That
they
you
were on
day to
yes.
night?
Our grandmas
They
did
knew.
blowouts every
My
week.
grandparents were. Oh my
They
gosh,
had,
that's right.
I mean, like, think about it. Like, our
knew
grandmas
about
all
changing
went
it.
to the salon. They got their hair did.
Yeah.
They lasted a week.
Yeah.
They went back on Monday, got their hair redid. They had the
That
mirror.
light would change from like day to
Yes.
evening. You just like,
Like,
slide
this had
it
the
over.
Con Air one.
With like the fold out side. They knew.
They
Yeah.
knew.
They were
knew
ahead
all
of
the
their
things.
time. Yeah.
What is
so
old
that
is
has
new
really
again.
kind of changed my at-home things I will pick my skin forever. And just for makeup, it helps with makeup. But yeah, I do masks as well. Once a week, I try to set aside some time to kind of do some pampering and do some masks. And I like the charcoal or mud masks that really pull things out of your skin, toxins and stuff like this. They have one here that's good. It's just like detoxifying, you know, at the end of the week before you start your week and start reapplying makeup again. It's just kind of nice
Get your
to,
spray tan. Get
Yeah.
a nice exfoliation
Yes,
going.
for sure.
MIG is a company that's here in Denver. Well, they're in Colorado. They're not in Denver. But they make charcoal soap and they make a Dead Sea mud mask, and it's all incredible.
Perfect.
Matte lipstick. Tell us
Oh,
about
yes.
it.
So we had a question on matte lipstick. It's a big trend right now with, you know, the Kylie lip kits and all of that. Really?
About our lashes.
Oh.
Don't rewind, Brandon. Don't rewind.
He just joined, so he's going to know about like the lash perm. Oops. Hi, Brandon.
He's tardy for the party.
So it's a little bit tricky to do a matte lip here in Denver. I don't know if you guys, it's really
We're dry.
so you don't want to look like chalky lips, but I was unable to get a Kylie lip kit the first couple times I tried, and I got so mad. I just went to Ulta and I was like, okay, what is the same as a Kylie lip kit? So this is by NYX or NYX. I'm not even sure how you say it. And it's their lip lingerie, and it's a matte lip gloss, but it doesn't look like cakey or chalky or super drying. But if you want a matte, try this one. And then if you kind of want a semi-matte, which is actually what I prefer so that it doesn't look too dry, the Bobbi Brown, these are new, they're Art Sticks or Art Stick liquid lip colors, and they're like a paint. You squeeze out and paint on your lip. So these are my two favorites right now.
Love that. Yeah. And they're in your color.
Yes, like that rose pink. So pretty. People always ask me what I'm wearing on my lips, and I just love like a neutral rose. It's just good. I like what you have on your lips, actually.
Thank you. It is.
It's a kind of a similar color. Do you remember the color?
It's Youngblood. Yes, it's the Pout lip liner and the Youngblood lip gloss. No, it's a stick. I think it's the Naked, or do you know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Cool. That's what it is.
It's that one.
Great.
Sorry, guys.
So pretty. I like that color.
I like it too.
Brandon, we told your lash perming story. Love you, mean it. Super sorry.
It wasn't me, Brandon. I didn't know about the story until they told it.
It was a special day.
It is Youngblood Brandon, too. Sorry, he says it's rude, but we did that. What are some other just like tips and tricks that you have to like, we follow you obviously on Instagram and Facebook, and your photos always look, even when she's doing like Instagram live, like on your stair late at night, right? Are you on like
Always
your
on my stairs, yes, because
she always looks good. I'm
my
like,
husband goes to sleep at like 10 at night, and I'm always up to like 2 in the morning. That's just, I've tried to fix it. I can't, guys. That's just how it is. But, okay, so this is one of the little tricks that you should check out. This is a Lumi case for your phone, and it lights up. Mine's almost dead. You have to charge the case separate from your phone, but it lights up so that when you're doing something, it gives you like an illumination, kind of like the light up mirror or the lights we have here, but personal, portable, and that's kind of amazing. So I love that. And then one of the things, I wrote down some things to remember to tell you. Okay, so if you're taking photos with a flash, you're going to want to not use a high SPF. You can use an SPF if you really want to, but at least like kind of make sure it's, say, under 25 so that it doesn't reflect and look white in the flash. Also, if you get your makeup done or you do your makeup yourself and you want it to last a long time, take blotting sheets and powder in your bag to an event. And then if this sounds kind of gross, but if you're in a pinch and at a party all you have is a clutch, you can use toilet paper or toilet paper liner, like the toilet liners that are disposable.
It's kind of the same
and
material.
Yeah, and you can tear off a piece and use it to oil blot your face, and your makeup will look refreshed again. Yeah. So kind of a weird tip, but I like that one. And then this product too is really good after you've had a spray tan. You might need to get the medium tone probably. It looks better with a spray tan. But this is like leg makeup. It's from Sally Hansen. You can get it Walmart, Target, wherever. But it's just gonna make your spray tan look like perfectly flawless. It hides like veins or bruises or any cellulite, whatever. It's just gonna make you look like you have makeup on your leg. But not really, you know, like not like you're wearing like cake. But it,
and we were talking
beautiful.
earlier. It's more controlled than the spray. The spray's all over our walls.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're messy like me, I don't care.
He's like, yeah, I just wash it.
I just wash everything. I'm like my white bath mat and shower curtain. It's cool.
And you can dilute it with just like a regular oil or a fragranted or lotion or a fragranted one. Yeah. Which I find. I just bought this weekend.
Yeah, you can use it
for Easter
anywhere, and it just looks so good. Every time I wear this in my photos, people are like, "Oh my gosh, your skin tone is like perfect." No, it's spray tan and this, and it gives you like that natural contour. Also, it just like brings out like muscles, and it's so good. You have to get it.
I
Let me think. Is there anything else? Any other questions?
I think we had talked about like some nail tricks. Like if you're gonna be in photo shoots, like engagement photos or something like that, where you're like really focusing on your jewelry and your hands. What kind of nail polish color should you choose? Like what should you do? When should you get your manicure? All that good stuff.
Okay, so for a wedding or engagement photos, I know a lot of people who like to kind of try trends at that time. My advice is to not, because you're going to be looking at those photos, your kids and grandkids are going to look at those photos. You want to do something timeless, so like a soft blush pink, or even like a really kind of muted French manicure, or something really natural and light and pretty for that time. And then for a photo shoot with multiple outfits, I always do a neutral every single time, like what I have on right now. And if you're going on vacation, either I will kind of like structure my outfits, like maybe if I'm going somewhere warm and tropical, like a nice coral, and kind of plan around that. I know it sounds silly, but it's just something I always notice is my nail color, or I'll go for a neutral so that anything in my suitcase will mix and match with what I'm wearing. And then for events or just for fun, I love to like kind of play with colors, or like those nail decals that we did.
Yeah.
That was so cute. Yeah, glitter. I love the ombre. Yeah. Rose gold glitter on white nails is my favorite. It looks so cute. It's like people, it's like a conversation starter. Anytime I wear it to an event, people are like, oh my gosh, what do you have on your nails? So
yeah. And you can always like be crazier on your toes for like your wedding. Yeah. Think about your honeymoon. But circling back to like the trends, you know, like the foil, stones, gems, those all look good, but they're not going to last, quite honestly. I mean,
they're great for photo shoots. They look super fun. They're great for parties and events, but they're not that like long wearing manicure that you're going to get that's going to like last you 4 weeks or 2 weeks or what have you. Like,
and why do you want a missing? One's going to pop off on your wedding day, or something is bound to happen. So, you know, you're not going to have time to get that fixed. So just be safe.
Play it safe.
Yeah. Glitter lasts.
Yeah, glitter will last a long time.
Be fun on your toes. Fingers, like leave them.
And I went, I had a destination wedding, and I went and got my nails done somewhere, and I hated my nails. They were like puffy and like weird gel. I mean, it was bad. So my advice is, if you're going somewhere for a destination, don't take the risk of go somewhere you know and is safe too, because I mean, it is a risk. It really is a risk.
We all do it. We're like, oh, I've been meaning to try out this place, or I've been meaning to try that trend.
For my extra
special day. Like, why not? And
Yeah.
it's not smart. Stick with what you know.
Just be safe, especially on the time.
Perfect. Okay. Well, I think unless there's like any last tips and tricks that you have for us, we've kind of made it through. And Brad Taylor, yes, we're still on. We're still live. Still going.
This was so fun.
It was so fun. Thank you so much for joining us.
Of course.
So much.
Follow Brittany. I don't even know if we said the name of your blog.
Oh yeah, sorry. So
if you're not already,
my website is called thecashmeregypsy.com. And then on Instagram, it's just at Brittany Pillard. It's at BrittanyPillard. Yes. So
she has all sorts of cool, fun stuff to follow, to buy. I have to turn blind eyes like late at night not to buy things.
I share things on Instagram and Snapchat and my dogs, and
I really wanted like all the Victoria Beckham stuff.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute.
So cute.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Check back this week. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and wrap up for tonight. I don't think there's any other questions coming in. So we have some exciting stuff coming up. Ashley kind of mentioned earlier for the following week. Ashley's heading to a couple trainings. So she is having limited availability next week. So if you need an appointment, get in, because she's gone Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So Sunday she's going to PCA training, which is a new skincare line that we're going to launch, and we're going to start doing some active facials and some peels. We're hoping to launch like first part of May for those. And then also she is going to Borboleta lash training to learn some volume lashes. So right now we do, like she mentioned, offered classic lashes, which is what Brittany's doing. Volume are a little bit more dramatic and kind of more of that false lash look, I feel like, if that's something that you like, which a lot of people do, and they can be a lot softer. So that's why my lashes are all falling off this week, because I will be
preparing
Ashley's model on Tuesday.
You have to be there. I'm not doing it without you.
Tuesday, you'll see me with volume lashes on. No pressure that you have to like make them look good. But she is training all day Monday and Tuesday, and then we'll come back here for Facebook Live Beauty and Bubbles at 7:30, same time next week. And next week we're going to talk about our like spring wake up like you are type trends. So we're going to have Ida, who does our microblading here, which, if you guys don't know, is the permanent, semi-permanent eyebrow tattooing that's more like a hair-like stroke. So she'll be here talking about that and answering questions on those. Ashley will be answering lash questions, spray tanning questions, makeup. We have guests waiting for us outside for autographs. I mean, this is like on air. On air, please don't enter.
It's really sketchy. I'm sorry.
We can't really see
held
because we
together
have
for
these
this the
lights.
whole time. Oh my gosh.
So join us next week for kind of talking about the spring must-haves to kind of make you look ready for spring break, summer vacation, all that good stuff. So, all right. All right, cheers.
All right, cheers.
Thanks for joining. Thank you, Brittany, for joining us.
Thank you.
And we'll talk to you soon.